Hello. Check 1, 2 on the microphone. Getting into the green room here. Let's see if I can. There we go. Gotta make some comments over here. Who all's out there tonight? Who all is out there tonight? Oh, come on now. Talk to me. Boom. Hey there. Not gonna happen. I got Creepy Dead Bug on the list of songs. I got a different list up there, set list. I got them in an order. Creepy Dead Bug will happen in the second part of the show tonight. Pretty determined to get through all the requests. Hello, Franny. So the Wi-Fi is working. Hello, Susan. Nice to see you again. How's it back in Buffalo, New York? Everybody staying healthy and strong? Trying to keep track of stuff, but it's so much to keep track of. Yes, indeed. Hey, Bobby Hayes in the house. Woohoo! Yay! I got a bunch of requests that, like when I was looking at them, I was like, man, I'd like to play that one on the electric guitar. And then I was like, I bet you that'd be fun on the electric guitar. And then I'm like, that one I play on the electric guitar all the time. So, long story short, I got my electric guitar ready to go. Hopefully I got the sound dialed in. Being my own sound guy and comment moderator, it gets a little bit crazy. Tonight, 25% of the show's tips will benefit our friends at Miranda's Health. I copied a little blurb about them, post it right there for you. Hopefully I did that right. But that's the cause we're working for tonight. Doing good. Sportsman's Tavern is opening tomorrow. Far out. Well, that ought to make a lot of people feel happy in Buffalo. Black Rock is back. Hopefully with some social distancing and mask wearing and all the standard precautions, I would think. I hope. I saw what's going on in Austin with like the spike down there. It's kind of crazy watching these things spike in different parts of the country. Got to be concerned. I think maybe I should move this light a little closer to me. Maybe it'll keep me lit better. I'm wearing one of my bowling shirts tonight. I've talked about these in the past. May I be frank with you? Got it on tonight. Doing it for real. Oh, I was gonna try to see if I could let's see, is it possible for me to share this? How do I find this? Is this actually can I find this on my Facebook page? I don't even know. How do people find it? Do you all know? How do I share? Hey there, great. Greetings from New Orleans. Okay, I was wondering if you were in New Orleans or if you're down in over there in Arkansas. Oh, it looks like we are. Great. I should share this. How do I do that? Boom. That's how I do it. Share. No, not in a group. Just share to a page. Share to my page. Events. Now I don't want to share it to the thing I'm in. I share it to my timeline. There you go. Streaming live on an internet near you. I love saying streaming live on an internet near you, available on an internet near you. All of that has become some of my favorite stuff to say. Hello, Don. Hey, I worked on that song that you suggested. I'm not going to do it early. I'm going to try it later in the show. I stumbled when I was practicing it. I stumbled on it. So I'm going to try to do it, but I'll do it later. Haven't figured out how to get this live on YouTube at the basement. Oh man. Yeah, you got to get it on the big screen TV. looks better on the big screen TV. Let's see. I got my capo handy. Perfect. I love it when y'all comment. I can't moderate the comments, play the show, do the lights, and all the other stuff. So the fact that y'all keep the comments going large really means a lot to me, because I know the way these. I say I know. I've been told that Facebook likes activity. So it's like YouTube probably does too. So when y'all do all the commenting, so y'all ought to get into a thumb war tonight or something. I don't know. Wabbit season. Duck season, wabbit season. Just do that all night long. Don, I will give it a try later in the show, I promise. I got a good sheet of requests tonight, and it's my goal, even if I have to go a little long, I want to play all of them. Elaine is in the house from State College, Pennsylvania. Ladies and gentlemen, we have another installment of Elaine's Kitchen coming your way at the intermission tonight. Cannot wait for you to see it. Aaron Sugar, the badass that he is, did an amazing editing job on it. You're going to learn a new secret dish. Some funky pasta coming your way at the intermission tonight. And looking at the time, I think I need to switch from this guy to how about the opening theme, courtesy of our friend Jeff Gaynor. My name is Stan, I'm a man, I have a flat on the east side, because that's where it's at. I like to come home in the evening and rest my bones, maybe talk on the telephone or send out some emails. KlymaBooksGigs@gmail.com. Thank you. And I like to rest my derriere in my beanbag chair. In my beanbag chair. My favorite hobby is minding my own business. What the other people in my apartment building do in their living room, well, it don't confront me none. I'll just turn up my stereo machine, slip out of my blue jeans and shake my booty, COVID style. When I'm not dancing in my underwear, you'll find me sitting in my beanbag chair. In my beanbag chair. I'm not a complicated guy. I like to keep things simple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I like to keep things simple. I've had a pretty good life, I guess. Might even say that I've been blessed, 'cause I've found ecstasy to which nothing else compares. In my beanbag chair. In my beanbag chair. My name is Stan. Hey Stan, I'm a man, I have a flat on the east side, because that's where it's at. All together now. I like to come home in the evening and rest my bones. Maybe turn on the television, crack open a cold one, and watch the WWE. Every now and then I have to get up to go to the Frigidaire, but then I get right back in my beanbag chair. In my beanbag chair. I like to keep things simple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I like to keep things simple. I've had a pretty good life, I guess. Might even say that I've been blessed, 'cause I found ecstasy to which nothing else compares. In my beanbag chair, in my beanbag chair, in my beanbag chair. Beanbag chair. Oh, the most requested song from all of these streams has by far been Beanbag Chair. Nobody actually requested it this show, but take a hint from all the other live streams that I did. Took a hint that perhaps y'all like the Beanbag Chair. So thought, hey, how about we start that one? How do you spell that? Television. Exactly. That is exactly how you spell that. Hey there, Paul Davis. Should I assume and Linda Davis? Are y'all in the same room, or are you doing like battleship style with laptops? How does this work out in Belleville? So last night I had a social distance hang with some friends. A couple friends came over. We sat in the yard, several feet apart from one another. They brought their own tasty beverages. I drink bourbon, and I drank too much. I drank a lot of bourbon, and I didn't take my own advice about staying hydrated. So I'm going to remind myself and all you kids out there right now with a little something from the C&W album. It's called Why I Oughta. Turn that up a little. Why I oughta drink more water. I ain't had near as much as I should. Bartender, don't you think you could put a little water in my drink? 'Cause the whiskey makes the water taste so good. Last night I got in at 4 a.m. and tonight I'll be going out again. I've been sleeping like a log, waking up in a fog. I'm gonna take some good advice from a friend. Said I oughta drink more water. I ain't had near as much as I should. Bartender, don't you think you could put a little water in my drink? 'Cause the whiskey makes the water taste so good. Of late, I've been blacking out. I asked the doc, what could that all be about? He told me I'm a fool as he turned on his bar stool, spoke out of the corner of his mouth, said I oughta drink more water. I ain't had near as much as I should. Bartender, don't you think you could put a little water in my drink? 'Cause the whiskey makes the water taste so good. Now the moral of the story is I need help. 'Cause down at the bar, I'm not allowed to help myself. I've got a thirst I need to quench, y'all, and hydration is essential. Fill my glass, let's raise a toast to my health. Yeah, I oughta drink more water. I ain't had near as much as I should. Bartender, don't you think you could put a little water in my drink? 'Cause the whiskey makes the water taste so good. Yeah, I oughta drink more water. I ain't had near as much as I should. Bartender, don't you think you could put a little water in my drink? 'Cause the whiskey makes the water taste so good. Bartender, don't you think you could put a splash of water in my next drink? 'Cause the whiskey makes the water taste so good. Why I oughta. A little something from the C&W album. Had Paul Dilley playing bass on that recording. David Andrew Moore played drums. Got some help from Susan Cattaneo and Melanie Brule on the harmony vocals. And Duke Levine played guitar all over that album, and it's just sounds so good. I highly recommend it. Available now on a Bandcamp near you. Well, Steve asked for this old song from the Driver album. Reminded me of a time at the Kerrville Folk Festival where he played bass on it. Told me that he added a little lick from Inagata DeVito. Perfect. Thank you, Scott. You don't rock and roll like you used to. You don't rock and roll like you used to. You don't want to do the twist. Got a new dance, goes like this. You don't rock and roll like you used to. You don't rock and roll like you used to. You don't want to jump and shout. You just want to sit and pout. You don't rock and roll like you used to. You don't rock and roll like you used to. You yell and curse and shake your fist. I'd rather play a song that'll get me kissed. But you don't rock and roll like you used to. Woohoo! 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 Never did get the whole techno thing. What do it mean if it ain't got that swing? Emo is dark, heavy metal is fast. It might work for some, but I think I'll pass. You don't rock and roll like you used to. All together now. You don't rock and roll like you used to. All caps. Exclamation points. You don't rock and roll like you used to. What Little Richard have to say about it? Woohoo! Rock and Roll. Updated version of that available for you on By Request. By Request Volume 1. Available now on a internet near you at Bandcamp. Klyma.bandcamp.com. Gonna change things around here a little bit. Play a couple of songs on the piano. Got a couple requests for a song of mine called Another Town. And recently had the piano tuned. Don't know how this part's gonna work. Looking at the screen and looking at the piano and singing into the mic. Y'all can let me know if I manage to get vocally too quiet for you. I'll try to adjust something. Thank you, Andy. So do you. Woo-hoo! Oh, man. All right, so Another Town and You Don't Rock and Roll are the two songs that got me into the Kerrville Folk Festival New Folk songwriter contest back in 2005. I did that. I'm part of Club 7. I was not chosen as a winner. I played You Don't Rock and Roll, and I played Another Town. And there were 31 other people doing it, and they each played two songs, and then 6 of them got picked as the winners of the thing. And it wasn't my luck to be picked as a winner, but that song there and this song here were the ones I entered, and it's the one time I got into the song contest thing, and that was fun. I tell you what, it's fun to get into the song contest. Regardless of winning it, all that stuff, they say it's just fun to be nominated. It really is. It's amazing. It feels great. You get the email that says you're in, and your heart swells, and you like float for a couple of days, and people contact you and say congratulations and stuff, and it just feels great to get in. Hey there, Paul. Virginia representing. What did you miss? Let's see. I did Beanbag Chair, Why I Oughta, and You Don't Rock and Roll. And right now, in particular by request for my friend Tony Lovell, T-Love, I hope you're out there listening. I'm going to play Another Town. And by the way, friends, when I say this one is for Steve, or this one's for Karen, or this one's for Susan, that's because they requested it when I put the request list out on Facebook. But if this is the song that you need right now, this song is for you too. All these times that I say, hey, this one's for Jim, it's just because Jim asked for it specific. But if I play something and you need it, that's why I'm here. That's why I'm doing it, to get us all through this. We're also, tonight, we're helping out our friends at Miranda's Hearth. They're a 501c3 nonprofit dedicated to building community through creativity that is approachable, affordable, and accessible. 25% of the money that you tip me tonight, I will donate it to Miranda's Hearth. I try to make each one of these live streams about a cause other than my own rent, and I just need to. I need to do it. So thank you for your PayPal and Venmo tips, and I want you to know that some of that money tonight is going to benefit Miranda's Hearth in Beverly, Massachusetts. All right, Another Town in the key of F on the piano sounds sort of like... There's a place in the cement where you put your hands when you were 5. All those years ago it made you giggle. Now it just chews you up inside to think that sidewalk isn't going anywhere. That handprint is an artifact. They'll both be in this town forever, but you don't want to end up like that. There must be more to living that's coming through loud and clear. You want the end of the rainbow. That rainbow doesn't touch down here. When moonlight burns to ashes, this place just brings you down. If you can't find something to believe in here, start looking in another town. Your parents gave you freedom and affection. Your parents taught you how to make your own decisions. Hey, you're a big kid now. There won't be no going away party. you'll just pack up all your stuff. Hey, this town's been good to you somehow. Good just isn't good enough. There must be more to living that's coming through loud and clear. You want the end of the rainbow. That rainbow doesn't touch down here. When moonlight burns to ashes, this place just brings you down. If you can't find something to believe in here, start looking in another town. So what are you waiting for? I mean, like, what is it gonna take for you to be sure? The longer that you wait, the harder it's gonna be. Just start packing, don't look back. The world is waiting for you to shout, I'm free. There must be more to living that's coming through loud and clear. You want the end of the rainbow. That rainbow doesn't touch down here. When moonlight burns to ashes, this place just brings you down. If you can't find something to believe in here, start looking in another town. 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 Another town on the piano. How about that? Have you noticed? It got tuned the other day. Right when the COVID started happening, the pandemic and all that stuff was going on, reached out to the tuner, and he was like, I'm not doing any tunings right now. And then waited a month and be like, I'm the only person here. And he's like, I'm sorry, I'm not doing any tunings right now. So 3 months have gone by, reached out to him again. He's like, I'm not, but I know some people that are, gave us some numbers, and the piano got tuned. I think it was yesterday. Feels so good. I mean, I'm working at a deficit. I'm a guitarist, but getting it tuned, I'm starting to feel like even I sound better playing it. How about that? So I got some requests tonight that were very specific. Can you play this song? Can you play that song? And then I had some more colorful requests like, can you play a two-step? Can you play a polka? Can you play a waltz? I'm gonna play you a waltz here. This one was written by my friend Ryan Fitzsimmons on Tuesday of last week. I do 2 of these a month. The next one will be Tuesday, July 18th, July 14th. Tuesday, July 14th, which is like 3.5 weeks from now. So save the date. Do you need me to say that again so you can write it down in your phone calendar with your Sharpie? Tuesday, July 14th, probably at 9 p.m. That one will be the next live stream that I do. The last time I did a live stream was on a Tuesday, and I did a night full of waltzes. Hey, Ryan Fitzsimmons in the house. Just about to play your song, buddy. And I had been practicing this song anyway because I love my friend Ryan, and I love this song, and I haven't heard him play it in a long time. So I was like, man, I want to learn how to play that. And in practicing it one day, I wasn't even thinking about what the timing of it was. I was just trying to play it. Hey, Cindy, nice to see you here. Awesome. And then I realized, hey, it's a waltz. And I got friends who love waltzes. So I'm going to play a song from his album, Cold Sky, track number 2 by Ryan Fitzsimmons. This is called North Central Line. And if anybody out there from Syracuse, send this one out in particular to you this evening. Syracuse, Syracuse, Syracuse. I'm gonna start over because I got confused. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. There we go. There's bolts on the windows, they've locked all the doors, but there's nothing inside to keep safe anymore. Just aged yellow paper and old photographs lying there on the floor like some sad epitaph. Oh, lying there on the floor. Scraps of history lying, not a whole lot more. And I'm waiting on the North Central line at a station where there's no place or time on a platform up against the new highway. And I'm waiting with the statues at night, searching for the tracks or the light of the engines, the interstate dusted away. And that train don't stop here anymore. There's a bridge over nothing on the old interstate, just past Route 14, round mile 168. 10 tons of steel over an old railroad bed, just in case they decide to bring it back from the dead. Oh, bring those tracks back once more from the city light to the Ontario shore. And I'm waiting on the North Central line at a station where there's no place or time on a platform that's slowly rotting away. And I'm waiting with the ghosts here at night, searching for what is long out of sight at this station, the interstate dusted away. And that train don't stop here anymore. There's a gleaming white sign for the last gas station out on the new highway. Takes on a new kind of personification out on the new highway. And I'm sure your reflection looks just like a mirror out on the new highway. Maybe your blue reflection gets a little bit clearer out on the new highway. And the trains in your mind seem to all intertwine out on the new highway. And all of your tears seem a bit less sincere out on the new highway. And the ghosts of the past are walking at last out on the new highway. And the trains are all gone, but you're still moving on out on the new highway. And I'm waiting at the North Central line at a station where there's no place or time on a platform. Nobody Everybody waits anyway, and I'm waiting. Hey, it's only a word that is seldom spoken or heard at this station. The interstate dusted away, and that train don't stop here anymore. No, that train don't stop here anymore. Ryan Fitzsimmons song from Cold Sky. It's called North Central Line. Dude knows how to write songs. What do we got going on there? That was a waltz. I hope you guys were waltzing out there. Hey, Michael. Hey, Lane. What's he? Yes, you could not stop me from I'm a waltzing fool. So, you know, in this pandemic time, not being on the road, today would have been day one of the Moccasin Creek Festival. That song I played a couple songs ago, Another Town. That song is the song I played the night I met Bill Pasalacqua. He played a song of his called Ibinda, and then it was my turn in the song circle, and I played Another Town, and he's like, hey, who are you? You know, and we got together and hung out and became fast friends, went on tour like a month later kind of thing, and just like, Bill has been the catalyst for a lot of good in my life. And today would have been day one of the Moccasin Creek Festival, the only festival that I have played every year that it's happened. And I feel that that is a big honor to be able to say that, you know. But not being on tour, I've taken to gardening and grilling. Sometimes I'm grilling Greg, other days I'm gardener Greg. Lots of G's in this world. G's. So anyway, was out one morning, just a couple days ago, watering the plants. Hey, Mr. Tomato Plant. Hey, Mrs. Tomato Plant. Hey, arugula. You know, getting a little water on everything. And I'm finishing up my rounds. I got kale over here, I got kale over there, and I got a little patch over there. And I was ending up over there. And I went to, the flower, there were 6 of them that they were like the best ones. They had grown big, and they were starting to do the thing that kale does. And they were destroyed. Something came and ate all of it, eaten, gone. Very sad. And so I told some friends, it's kind of sad. And a friend said to me, you should do a minor key version of Kale Store. And I thought, you know, why not? Yeah, yes, I should, right? Of course I should. I don't know how this is going to work because I've only done it a couple of times around the house. This could go very badly for everyone involved. Me, you, kale lovers, everywhere. But I think it sounds sort of like, I don't know, different. I think this is how I did it. All right. Everyone get in the car. We're going to the kale store. They've got grains and granola bars, but kale's what we go there for. You could buy tofu or kombucha, a bag of goji berries, whatever suits ya. But as for me, I'm going green. I'm going to the kale store. Everyone should eat more kale. It makes you healthier without fail. I tell you with confidence, it's rich in nutrients and antioxidants, vitamin K and vitamin C, beta carotene and more. So don't delay, today's the day. We're going to the kale store. cotton bag. Paper and plastic are bad. Any produce you don't eat, you can throw it on your compost heap. I don't want to preach to you, my friends. Don't want you thinking I'm a bore. But it'd be cool if we carpool when going to the kale store. Kale store. Everyone get in the car. We're going to the kale store. They've got cranes, they've got granola bars. But kale's what we go there for. You could buy tofu or kombucha, a bag of goji berries, whatever suits ya. But as for me, I'm going green. I'm going to the kale store. But as for me, I'm going green. I'm going to the kale store. The kale store. Let's go to the store. So that happened. How you doing? Hey, I should switch over to an instrument I've actually played most of my life. Thank you for hanging tough with me through that. I know it had to be more difficult for some. There you go. Get that one over here. There you go. Down. Coming up at the intermission today, I'll take a little 5-minute break or so, and my friend Elaine is going to invite you into her cleaned kitchen. And I don't eat the olives myself. Green olives, the other kind, I don't tend to eat olives. It's not my jam. But if you like olives, whew, and if you like habaneros, it's hot. That's all I'm going to say. It's hot. Now, a word from our sponsor, water. Keeping mankind hydrated since the dawn of time. Now back to our regularly scheduled live stream. So I got the Venmo up there, I got the PayPal up there. If you're just tuning in, want to let you know that 25% of tonight's proceeds are going to benefit Miranda's Hearth, and the rest of them are going to benefit me paying rent for July and buying groceries. Because as you may have heard a few minutes ago, all my kale got eaten by a rabbit or something. Wabbit season! And I'm going to need to go buy groceries. So thank you in advance for the Venmo and PayPal tips that you make. If you PayPal me, don't get confused by the fact that you've PayPal'd Gregory F. Klyma. That's the songwriter guy that you know and love. Check the credits on the albums. It all says all songs written by Gregory F. Klyma. It's right in there in the small print. One of those albums is called Fake Songs. Put that out on Bandcamp in 2019, the year that I released 3 albums in 1 year. Fake Songs was the first one of the 3, and Karen asked for this song in particular, and you know, it's the first time that this song has been requested on one of my live streams, so extra thank you to you, because I feel good about having written this one. It took 46 years for me to do it. It's called Bible Belt. When I was raised, they had a Bible in one hand and a leather belt in the other. Spare the rod, spoil the child. You obeyed your father and mother, 'cause this world don't owe you nothing, child. There ain't no guarantees. Give it all you got, 'cause it'll take whatever it pleases. Every Sunday morning I was told what to fear. I never could understand. When I turned 18, man, I disappeared like a fist when you open your hand. And this world don't owe me nothing, boys. There ain't no guarantees. I'll give it all I got, and it'll take whatever it pleases. Nothing's fair in love and war. Nothing's fair at all. The minute you're born, you're already dying. The same fate waits for us all. There are them that have good luck all of their lives. Other people don't. Some think the money gonna get them to heaven. Other folks know that it won't. 'Cause this world don't owe you nothing at all. There ain't no guarantees. Give it all you got, 'cause it'll take whatever it pleases you. Give it all you got, and it'll take whatever it pleases. Bible Belt. Hey there, Paul Gipp. How you doing? So that one was requested by Karen. Thank you, Karen. This one here was requested by Paul, and it's from the same album. We're going to do a couple of songs here in a row from Fake Songs. I've been writing songs now for like 32 something years, a while. Been writing songs for a while, and ever since I was a kid going to open mics, you write a song, you think, hey, maybe I should play this one in front of people. You know? And so you do. You take it to the open mic. Later on, you start doing this at your gigs. You play the song. And if somebody really likes it, they might walk up to you at the end of the night and say something like, hey, that one song you played, you know, the good one. Is that a real song, or did you make it up? So the answer to that question, of course, is yes. And I put out a whole collection of fake songs. I got a whole catalog of them. Figured I'd put some in one place and call it that, so I did. 2019, I put out an album on Bandcamp called Fake Songs. Gonna play you another waltz right now. May I be frank with you? I'm a waltzing fool. Anyway, track 3 from Fake Songs called The Root. By request for Paul. There's a guy on my street, has a sign in his tree, and the sign says Trump. The Paul Bunyan in me wants to chop that tree down to a stump. The Donald Trump in me wants to hate that guy who I don't even know. The Jesus in me wants to love everybody and let this one go. If you wanna get to the root of something, you can't chop it down. You have to dig in the ground. You can't chop it down. If you wanna get to the root of something, it's gonna take work. You get down on your knees and put your hands in the dirt. That guy on my street has a statue of Mary right there on his lawn. And each time I walk past, I think hard on the contrast. All of the love in a mother's arms. The Catholic in me wants to say a prayer. The agnostic in me isn't sure if he cares. The Jesus in me says forgive him. He don't have a clue. If you want to get to the root of something, you can't chop it down. You have to dig in the ground. You can't chop it down. If you want to get to the root of something, might have to risk getting hurt. You get down on your knees and put your hands in the dirt. You get down on your knees. The root. I'm going to take just a second here to put a book underneath my computer. I hear it like the fan's working extra hard. I wonder if it's because I got it on a piece of metal. I don't know. I don't know what the reason is, but maybe that'll help it chill out. I don't know. It's making a lot of noise right now. Hey, Mr. Joe. Hey, Miles. Hey, Carol. Hey, Nancy. Hey, everybody. I put my guitar on backwards. I don't know. Doesn't seem to... Jumping over to the Never Knew Caroline album. My old guitar and me, moonlit songs and memories. After all this time, so many near miss rhymes. Where do we find my old guitar and me? Thought we'd go for farther, whatever that means. There's so many ways to chase those stars. It's days on the road, nights in the bars where we got played. We can show you the scars. We've been together so long, we're family now. We know our song when it plays, and see this world in different ways. I was holding you when she caught my eye, and I turned to you when she said goodbye. So on a night like this, when there's no lover's kiss, let's reminisce. We've been together so long, we're family now. We know our song when it plays, see this world in different ways. My old guitar and me. Yeah, we might have made things harder than it had to be. Still work on the songs to get them tight. Might even try this one tonight, if it's feeling right. And it always feels right, my old guitar. Trusty box right there, 510 Dreadnought. Send that one out by request to Susan. Got a bunch of requests tonight for songs from Never Knew Caroline. Artwork hanging on the wall by Mr. Joe Crookston, who I saw in the comments there a little while ago. Hello, Mr. Joe. I had heard of Joe Crookston for a couple of years. You tour around enough, you hear names, you get familiar with people are out there, and then eventually sometimes you get to meet them in person. And I met Joe Crookston at a crazy thing called Folk Alliance International in Memphis. And that's where all the musicians get together to try to get gigs and shuck their wares. You know, got to have your elevator pitch. Got to be able to like tell somebody in 10 words or less what it is that you do. Serious, you know? So you got all these radio people and booking people and presenting people. They're all in this one hotel, and there's couple thousand of us and musicians galore. And I saw Joe somewhere, and I was like, hey man, I want to talk to you at some point. And he's like, all right, I got to go do this thing, we'll talk later, here's my hotel room, all this stuff. So next thing you know, I get like crazy sick. It was insane. I had like super congested, I couldn't do my showcases, I couldn't jam, I couldn't schmooze or hang. All I could do at all was like lay on a bed in my room, which sucks when you've paid good money to be at a conference and you're trying to, like, you know, do your elevator pitch, right? So Crookston sends me a text, and I'm like, I'm in room, whatever it was, and I'm dead to the world right now. And at this scene where everybody's supposed to be hustling all their stuff and being out there rubbing elbows, Joe Crookston sat on the neighboring bed and talked to me for like an hour. It's me meeting Joe Crookston. Never going to forget that. And that's the measure of who he is. Big-hearted guy. And look at this brilliant artwork that he painted, and it's the cover from Never Knew Caroline. And I got a request from my friend Jeff Gaynor, who, if you saw the opening theme, all together now, raise your voices. That's Jeff Gaynor, kicking butt, being awesome. And he asked for this song off of Never Knew Caroline. Track number 2 is called Sand. After the last train left the station, it happened fast. We tore up all the rails. Nothing left for the next generation except a few old men who sit and tell their tales. Something like once upon a time, in this land there walked a giant, left footprints in the sand, never was seen again. We took the West like the devil takes a lover, a treasure chest worth its weight in sin. Progress is the word we use for all that we discover. Discovery is just stumbling across a thing that's always been. Once upon a time, in this land there walked a giant, left footprints in the sand, never was seen again. Now tales are told for the young to learn a lesson. The young grow old and have stories of their own. Love returns to remind us we are destined to dig for gold, only to find bone. Oh, once upon a time, in this land there walked a giant, left footprints in the sand, never was seen again. The world turned and they found ways to make anew the old mistakes. She came to him, but he didn't want her offering. So she got high and listened to Christopherson. She'd helped him through so many nights. She missed his touch, but not the fights. He's a hard man. Don't know why she thought she could soften him. he knows why she listens to Christopherson. He knows she's got nothing left to lose, 'cause he won't give her nothing but the blues. Yesterday is dead and gone. Memories fade, but songs play on. She came on strong. She'll ease off again. She just needs time to listen to Christopherson. He knows she's got nothing left to lose, 'cause he won't give her nothing but the blues. Yesterday is dead and gone. Memories fade, but songs play on. She came on strong. She'll ease off again. She just needs time to listen to Christopherson. Just give her time. Christopherson. Send that one out for Jim by request and anybody else who needs it tonight. And before that was Sand, going out for our friend Jeff Gaynor, who you know from the theme song of this show, All Together Now. It's Jeff Gaynor singing that and playing drums and bass and piano. Basically produced it. It's awesome. What do we got going on here? Yes, it is available on vinyl. I got vinyl copies. I got more of them in my basement than I need. Yeah, if somebody wants to buy them, I'm happy to ship them all to you. You can keep them in your basement. Maybe it could be like a timeshare thing. Thank you, thank you. Hey, I wanted to play the electric guitar again. And I want to thank everybody that's making so many comments tonight. Oh, it means so much. This stuff with comments and sharing in Facebook, it's all super important that you do that, and you're doing it gangbusters tonight, and I love you for it. Thank you very much for the shares and the comments and just all of it. I don't do a ticket wall. Some people doing this live streaming stuff have a ticket wall. There's no cover charge for tonight's show. All ages, pets welcome. Tips appreciated, and 25% of the tips tonight are going to benefit Miranda's Hearth, a 501c3 nonprofit dedicated to building community through creativity that is approachable, affordable, and accessible. My next live stream is going to be on a Tuesday. The second Tuesday of July is July 14th, and at 9 p.m. I'll do one. So that's 3.5 weeks before the next time I do a live stream. Some friends have been encouraging me to do these every week. And then I ask myself, well, should I do it every week on Tuesday, or should I do it every week on Thursday? You know, what time of day? If I were to do it every week, should I start doing this in July every week, or should I wait until August or September? I don't know. I don't think there's any way to know other than to try it, But I am curious as to everybody's opinion. Wabbit season, duck season, wabbit season, duck season, twice a month, every week. Come on, duke it out. Or don't. Got my copy of Bobby Charles by Bobby Charles hanging out over here. That's a little hint. Andy Santaspago made a request for Bobby Charles on the jukebox. That'll come up in the second half of the show. We got requests from a bunch of you tonight. I still got to get to He Had a Southern Accent for Franny, and 2 Degrees in Buffalo for Dawn, and Helen Rose for Candy, and The Saddest Way for Elaine. We're going to visit Elaine in the kitchen in about 5-10 minutes or so. I got a couple more songs I want to play here on the electric guitar before I take a break. But yeah, we got Missing the Point for Aaron Sugar, our friend who helps out with all the graphics. And anytime you see something cool with one of my videos that has graphics in it, you're seeing Aaron Sugar at work, and he's brilliant. AaronSugarVideo.com. If you got any video needs, contact Aaron and drop my name. Got a request on here for Highway to Hell. I'm gonna make a point. If I have to go long tonight, I'm gonna get to every request. It's really important that I play the songs that you want to hear, and I thank you so much for making those requests. So I'm gonna do my best to get to everybody's songs tonight, and that's what these next 2 songs are. This one is a request from John out there in Pennsylvania. The other part of Pennsylvania, Elaine and Jim, actually, where is Chambersburg relative to State College? State's right in the middle, so a little southeast of the center. John made a request for All the Other Bridges from side 2 on your vinyl copy of Never Knew Caroline. My album version of this has guitar work by Gurf Morlix, and Hammond B3 organ by Peter Case, and electric bass by Jim Whitford, and Mark Winsick played a chimey rhythm guitar thing on it. Those 4 guys grew up together in Hamburg, New York. It was a treat for me to have all 4 of them on one song. All the Other Bridges. I ran to the city of refuge. I was not refused. The gates were opened up. My transgressions were excused. When I need a place to turn, I turn to you while all the other bridges burn. Suspicion, fear, and anger drove me to the road. Fate brought me to a fork. My heart told me where to go when I need a place to turn. I turn to you while all the other bridges burn. Down the road to solitude, I stepped upon a stick. Something snapped inside of me and I took to running pretty quick. When I need a place to turn, I turn to you while all the other bridges burn. Even in the valleys, there were mountains I had to climb. Them on earth aren't near as steep as them there in my mind. When I need a place to turn, I turn to you. All the other bridges burn. Came the time to pay my toll. Keeper at the gate was blind. Gatekeeper, I did say to him, can you tell me what I'm looking to find? He said, when I need a place to turn, I turn to you while all the other bridges burn. At the gates of the city of gold, I was turned away. They said you can try again tomorrow, but I know tomorrow is the path to someday when I need a place to turn. I turn to you while all the other bridges burn. Yes, when I need a place to turn, I turn to you while all the other bridges burn. All the bridges burn. All the other bridges burn. All the other bridges by request for John. Hey, Deke in the house. Excellent. Thank you for being here. Okay, when Elaine said it's down, I hope you didn't mean the stream. I am not wearing knee pads. I got my jeans rolled up though. All right, I'm going to try one more song that said, I don't see Scott in the comments tonight. That doesn't necessarily mean Chef Scott is not out there, but he requested a song by Jerry Reed, and I saw my buddy Ryan Fitzsimmons. We have a band called Citizen Slim that plays once every other year, you know, in trucks, trains, and Telecasters, sort of the theme of that band. And we have been known to play this song, hopefully. Hopefully I get through it all right. All right. Sounds a little something like this. Eastbound and down, loaded up and trucking. We're gonna do what they say can't be done. We got a long way to go and a short time to get there. I'm eastbound, just watch old bandit run. Put your foot down on the pedal, son, never mind them brakes. Let it all hang out, we got a run to make. The boys are thirsty in Atlanta, and there's beer in Texarkana. We'll bring it back, no matter what it takes. Eastbound and down, loaded up and trucking. We gonna do what they say can't be done. We've got a long way to go, and a short time to get there. I'm eastbound, just watch old bandit run. Eastbound and down, loaded up and trucking. We gonna do what they say can't be done. We got a long way to go and a short time to get there. I'm eastbound, just watch old bandit run. Old Smokey's got them ears on, he's hot on your trail. He ain't gonna rest till you're in jail. So you got to dodge him, you got to duck him, you got to keep that diesel trucking. Just put that hammer down and give it hell. Eastbound and down, loaded up and trucking. We gonna do what they say can't be done. We got a long way to go and a short time to get there. I'm eastbound, just watch old bandit run. friends. I'm going to take a little intermission, visit with Elaine in the kitchen, learn how to make some funky pasta, and I'll be back in just under 6 minutes. All right.
Hi everybody, welcome to another edition of Elaine's Kitchen, or as I like to call it, a reason to clean up this part of my kitchen. So tonight I'm going to show you how to make a dish we make quite often in our house. It is going to be vegan and gluten-free. You can make adjustments to that if that isn't something you're shooting for. But it takes about 20 minutes to prepare and another 15 minutes to cook, and it's delicious. We call it funky pasta. I'm not really sure why, but that's what we call it. So it's pretty simple ingredients. It's going to use balsamic vinaigrette, olives, both Kalamata and green, a sweetener of some kind. I'm going to use agave tonight, and I think I'm going to throw in some dates as an alternative as well. Cherry tomatoes, red onion, and we put it on top of rice noodles. So these are actually bean sprout noodles, but you can put it on top of pasta. All right, let's get started prepping some of the ingredients. First, I'm going to cut up some red onion. I like to do a nice small dice on this. Balsamic vinaigrette, I'm going to use about 1/3 of a cup of that. And then we're going to have our red and green onions, red Kalamata and green olives. Here we go. Hot pan, cold oil. Things don't stick. We're going to add our onions. There we go. Nice sizzle. We'll let those cook for about 2 to 3 minutes till we get a nice translucence on those onions. Oh, it smells great. So then the next thing we're going to do to that, and I'm going to warn you at this point, you want to back up because you're going to add your balsamic. Do not put your head over this. It will go right into your lungs. Now, once we get that balsamic added, we can reduce our heat down to about medium. Now, to that, we are going to add a good hefty dose of ginger powder. That's about, I put about 2 teaspoons in there. Delish. To that, we're going to add our olives, a little bit of our dates for a little culinary interest, and the agave syrup. Again, doesn't need a lot, but we want to offset. Oh my goodness, I forgot the most important ingredient in what makes this funky. Star of the show. 1 habanero. That's right, folks. Habanero. You decide whether you want to add the seeds or if you just want the skin. Depends on how much heat you can take. How could I forget the habanero? That's what makes it funky. Alright. And then I just let that cook for a little while on a medium heat for about 5 minutes. Okay, we've got our water boiling here. I'm going to pour that over our bean thread noodles, and we're going to let them sit in that boiling water till they soften up. Heat off the water. And the last step for our sauce is to add cherry tomatoes, and they need to go in at the last minute. They barely cook, but what happens is they soften up and they just kind of start to almost melt. It's kind of magical. And it adds a little bit more liquid as you're eating this dish. Those cherry tomatoes like explode in your mouth as you're eating it. It's just amazing. I'm going to finish it with just a little bit more balsamic. I want a little bit more liquid in there. There we go. Beautiful. And you can see those cherry tomatoes start to get a little translucent. It's beautiful. Oh, this is like a flavor bomb. Not for the shy, and apparently not for people who don't like olives, which we're inevitably always serving this to guests that don't really like olives, but they're very cordial and eat it anyway. Not nice of them. you can see the balsamic, the olives, a little bit of sweetness from that agave starts to coat all those noodles. And I like to serve it almost like it's a little nest. This is just absolutely a delicious, like I said, gluten-free and vegan option. If you want, you can serve this over pasta, but that's funky. Thanks. This has been another edition of Elaine's Kitchen. Now back to Greg.
Oh, hey, I tried to be smooth and I totally, look at what I did. I never brought the microphone back over to me. How about it for Elaine, everybody, and that cool funky pasta? My microphone stand just broke is what happened. Oh boy, that's bad news. I'm gonna have to show you. Look, it just came right off the stand. I'm gonna improv here and see if I can get it to stay up there. Oh, tragic. First streaming tragedy. Right there. That just happened. And the sound had been so good up until now. Holy crap. Not smooth at all. Craig Klyma. Not smooth at all right now. Holy moly. Wow. All right. That's happening. This is all happening live. This is why we love live entertainment. Holy crap. I can't do it. It's not going to work. All right. I need to think of something else. Maybe I can get the mic stand repaired. Just put the guitar down and talk with you for a moment. Well, this is why I need a crew. Anybody want to come over? I need a crew for moments just like this one. All right. So everybody, Elaine has one of the best coffee houses in the country, Webster's Bookstore and Cafe, State College, Pennsylvania. I'm trying to not kill the computer, that's for sure. Okay, I think maybe that might work for me. So weird. All right, try again to do that and to do this. It's going to sound so much better here in just a second. You're going to be amazed. Up until now, I thought it was a pretty good professional quality show. Now it's turned into whatever you call this next level. All right. Try it again and send this one out by request for my friend and yours, Elaine. From the Driver album. Sometimes I call this one beautiful. Sometimes I call it the saddest way. Looking for a way to get through to you. Searching for the words to say. Wondering if there's anything nice that I could do. Probably wouldn't matter much anyway. Probably just be crossing some line. Isn't it a crying shame? Spend so much time searching for someone like her, and then you find her only to find out that she doesn't feel the same. Oh, whoa. I heard somebody saying it was beautiful. Well, don't you think I know it is? Oh, whoa. So beautiful in the saddest way. I blame myself if things got to feeling just a little uncomfortable. I've always been the awkward kind. I was just thinking maybe, perhaps we, oh, I don't know what put such a silly idea in my mind. Now maybe I should go. Don't wanna think about love no more. Oh, oh. I heard somebody saying it was beautiful. Well, don't you think I know it is? Oh, oh. So beautiful in the saddest way. I heard somebody saying it was beautiful. Well, don't you think I know it is? Oh, whoa. So beautiful in the saddest way. Send that one out special to Elaine tonight. How about it for Elaine's Kitchen, everybody? Did y'all get that recipe? If you didn't, you can may send me a message and I'll pass it along, and we'll try to help you out with that. And of course, these videos are archived for a while, so you could always go back and fast forward to about 60 minutes in and check it out that way too. That song was from the Driver album, The Saddest Way. Beautiful. Let's see now. I got a whole pile of requests that I haven't played yet. Got Missing the Point on here for Aaron. Bobby Charles on the jukebox. Got to Get to Creepy Dead Bug. And He Had a Southern Accent. 2 Degrees in Buffalo and Helen Rose. And Highway to Hell. Huh? And there was a couple of songs I had in mind to play for you too. There's a Susan Cattaneo song I'd love to play for everybody called Work Hard, Love Harder. I feel like playing Reminder tonight. It's been an epic couple of weeks in the United States of America. Historic epic, meaning, yeah, historic couple of weeks. And I want to play Reminder and some other stuff. I'll do that later on in the set. I'll probably end the set with that stuff. Yeah, Paulie, we used to play that one, I think. But let's see, I got a whole bunch of requests to get to, so I may as well stop talking about it and start getting on with it. Let's see, what would be a good song to follow up that one? Are there any other songs from the Driver album on here? I don't think there are. So I'll go to an album before that. You've all met our friend Aaron Sugar. He requested this one here from Not a Complicated Guy. That album is not yet available on Bandcamp. Maybe at some point I'll put some of the songs up there. Jesus was Jewish, the only son of Allah. Could have been a Buddhist. Yeah, that might be true. Some say he was a white man, but he could have been darker. You know, no one took a picture. What were they thinking? Everybody, listen to the story. Think about it for a minute, maybe two. It's really kind of simple, doesn't need an explanation. Or are you missing the point? like you always do. Davy Crockett was a marksman, born in Tennessee, about 1800 years or so after Jesus died. Davy was a congressman, died at the Alamo. Someone sang he killed a bar when he was only 3. Everybody, listen to the story. Think about it for a minute, maybe 2. It's really kind of simple, doesn't need an explanation. Or are you missing the point, like you always do? Dennis was a Mexican. I met him on a bus once. I was on my way to Chicago. He was headed up to Old Duluth. Was all dressed up like Bob Dylan. Talked a lot about religion. Or maybe he was fiction. Dare you to prove it, everybody. Listen to the story. Think about it for a minute, maybe 2. It's really kind of simple, doesn't need an explanation. Or are you missing the point, like you always do? See now, Jesus was Jewish, but not really the only son of Allah. Someone told me once he might have been a Buddhist, and I can see how that might be true. A lot of white folks say he was a white folk, but he could have been darker. You know, no one took a picture. Gonna send a song out by request for Franny. That one, Missing the Point. By special request for Aaron Sugar. Thank you so much for everything, Aaron. I hope I did a good job on the song for you. I worked on When in Rome earlier today too. Have to work on it some more. From Maybe the Ocean, a song I wrote with my buddy Mark Stepikoff. This is an ode to Tom Petty. Sometimes I'll just sit around the house playing nothing but Tom Petty songs all night, and in this song I reference a lot of them. If you're a Tom Petty fan, you can pick out the song references throughout this whole thing called He Had a Southern Accent. Take it on faith. He had a southern accent, a Rickenbacker guitar, went from the streets of Gainesville to the top of the charts, and he took it on faith. Took it to the heart. I was a young rock and roller when he was in his prime. He taught me even the losers get lucky sometimes, and I took it on faith, straight into this heart of mine. When you're running down a dream with a rock and roll band, Hey, you gotta take it on faith as far as you can. Oh yeah, all right, I'm feeling kinda blue. Soon as I heard, I knew this great big world just got a lot less cool. He's out there now among the wild flowers, and tonight I'm singing his songs. Some things are over, some things go on. When you're running down a dream with a rock and roll band, hey, you gotta take it on faith. He took it on faith. You gotta take it on faith as far as you can. Hey, I'm gonna take it on faith as far as I can. He had a southern accent. Co-write with Mark Stepikoff. He had a southern accent. Take that on faith. Available on Bandcamp. Maybe the Ocean is the name of the album. You'll find that one on. Makes me think maybe I should play a Tom Petty song. Gonna come over to the piano again. Try one that I love so much. When Petty died, it was Ryan Fitzsimmons and my sister sort of simultaneously sending me the word that it had happened. And Ryan sent me a text. Oh no, Tom Petty. Hit him back with a question mark. And he replied back, sit down. And then we talked for like an hour about it. Not long after that, I'm driving in my car. I live in Arlington, Massachusetts. I needed to get through Boston, get south of Boston for something. So I'm on 93, and Room at the Top by Tom Petty comes on. And I just, the waterworks happened. I was crying so much I couldn't see the road. I had to shut off the radio. I had to make a point of not listening to that song for a while, and it was difficult to play. I'm going to try playing it right now because I think I can. But for all you Tom Petty fans out there, from his Echo album, this one is called Room at the Top. Got a room at the top of the world tonight. I can see everything tonight. I've got a room where everyone can have a drink and forget those things that went wrong in their life. got a room at the top of the world tonight. I got a room at the top of the world tonight. I got a room at the top of the world tonight. And I ain't coming down, no. I ain't coming down. I've got someone who loves me tonight. I got over $1,000 in the bank, and I'm alright. Look deep in the eyes of love. Look deep in the eyes of love and find out what you were looking for. I got a room at the top of the world tonight. I got a room at the top of the world tonight. I got a room at the top of the world tonight. And I ain't coming down, no. I ain't coming down. I wish I could see you tonight. Little one, you're so far away. I wanna reach out, touch your heart. Hey, like they do in those things on TV. I love you, please love me. I'm not so bad, and I love you so. I've got a room at the top of the world tonight. I've got a room at the top of the world tonight. I've got a room at the top of the world tonight. And I ain't coming down, no. I ain't coming down. I ain't coming down. Tom Petty song, Room at the Top. Gonna sing you a song now that my friend Susan Cattaneo wrote. She has an album called The Hammer and the Heart. It's a 2 CD thing that she did. On the one album of the CD of it, it is a more folky, stripped down stuff. And on the disc number 1, sort of like more rockin', you know. She's joined on a couple of songs by the Bottle Rockets. A guy named Dennis Brennan from here in Boston sings a duet with her. She co-wrote a song with Mark Aureli. I recommend the album, The Hammer and the Heart by Susan Cattaneo. Look it up. I've heard her announce this song at her shows, calling it her manifesto. And I don't know that I can do it justice. The way Susan sings is pretty outstanding, but I'm going to give it a try because I love the song so much, and I think it's one of those songs we kind of need these days. And this is called Work Hard, Love Harder. Father Time has a job to do. punches in his time card, then he's coming for you. You pray to St. Job for that 9 to 5. You should be praying to St. Valentine. The heart beats louder than the dollar, shines a light in a world gone darker, draws joy in permanent marker. Work hard, love harder, hug your kids and call your mother. Be grateful and be kind to others. Kiss more, laugh more, just for starters. Work hard, love harder. You get so lost in the daily grind, you forget that there ain't no second time, no second time around. 20, 30, 40 years fly through. Suddenly you're wondering which dreams get to. The heart beats louder than the dollar, shines a light in a world gone darker, draws joy in permanent marker. Work hard, love harder, hug your kids and call your mother. Be grateful and be kind to others. Kiss more, laugh more, just for starters. Work hard, love harder. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Be a friend, don't be a martyr. Make mistakes, they'll make you smarter. Take your life and turn it up louder. Work hard, love harder, hug your kids and call your mother. Be grateful and be kind to others. Kiss more, laugh more, just for starters. Work hard, love harder. Work hard, love harder. Work hard, love harder. Susan Cattaneo song, everybody. All right. Switch it back to that acoustic guitar of mine. My old guitar and me. Thanks to everybody that tunes in for this stuff. I asked a question earlier. I haven't seen any sort of thumb war in the comment section about it. I don't know what everybody's thinking about the idea, like, do it every week, do it twice a month and we're good, you know? Part of the logic is that if you do it every week, people are like, oh, it's Tuesday, Greg's on, you know? And then if you're doing it the way I am, like on the second Tuesday and the third Thursday, people are like, is today today? Is Greg on? You know, I don't know. I don't know what's better. I'm asking you, is twice a month cool? Should I be doing it every week? If I do it every week, should I start that in July? Should I wait till August? It's the summertime. You're going to be out hanging out at the beach wearing a mask. What's your game plan? So I would love to find out what you think about that idea. Yes, indeed. I got to get through some more of these requests. Oh, my gosh. I don't want to make you wait another second for Creepy Dead Bug. If you're home singing along, your part goes, creepy dead bug, creepy dead bug. All together now. What's that floating in the swimming pool? Creepy dead bug, creepy dead bug. I can't wait to show it to the kids at school. Creepy dead bug, creepy dead bug. I wonder how long it's been floating around. I bet it went in for a swim and then it drowned. Creepy dead bug, creepy dead bug, creepy dead bug. It's got 6 hairy legs, 2 compound eyes. I never seen a thorax quite that size. It's a little bit black and a little bit green. Got a broken antenna and it's missing a wing. Creepy dead bug, creepy dead bug, creepy dead bug. I ran into the house all soaking wet. My dad said, "Hey, what you got there in that net?" Creepy dead bug, creepy dead bug, creepy dead bug. So I put it in a jar and I took it to school. Creepy dead bug, creepy dead bug. At show and tell, everybody said, "Ooh." Can I touch it? Creepy dead bug, creepy dead bug. I wish you could have seen my teacher's face. She said it must have come from outer space. Creepy dead bug. I told the tale of how the bug attacked and how I got it just before it ate my cat. Creepy dead bug, creepy dead bug, creepy dead bug, creepy dead bug. Yeah, that's the way that it all went down. Creepy dead bug. I got a gold star for saving the town. My mom and dad are so proud of me. You should come up to my room if you want to see my creepy dead bug, creepy dead bug, creepy dead bug, creepy dead bug, creepy dead bug. Send that one out to you. Not gonna happen. Hope you like that version of it. There's a really good version by Trout Fishing in America. Grammy Award-winning children's musicians did a Creepy Dead Bug song I co-wrote with Amy Kucharek, probably in 2012. I'd started writing it on my own, like at the Kerrville Folk Festival, probably around 2009, 2010, something like that. And it just sat there for a couple of years. I was stuck. Played what I had to Amy, and she's like, "How about this?" And then away we went. 5 minutes later, had a song. Sometimes that's just the way it works. We'd never make it every week. Right on. This is good insight. Now I wonder about the part where I do one of them on a Tuesday and one of them on a Thursday. You know, should I just stick to Thursdays? Should I just stick to Tuesdays? How about that? How about that argument? Thumb war, wabbit season, duck season, wabbit season. No? I'm trying to keep it light tonight, friends. There's been so much news, and it's a heavy world, and there's a lot of other people that are better at that kind of entertainment than I am. I have opinions. I'll take them up with you in conversation if you like. But right now, tonight, I'm just trying to play some songs and keep it light and doing my best to honor that notion anyway. Got a request for Bobby Charles on the jukebox. Andy, I don't know if you're still out there, but if you are, thanks for the great request from the Maybe the Klyma season, from the Maybe the Ocean album, available on a Bandcamp near you. I was listening to that album right there a lot a couple summers ago, and then I started writing this song because I'd heard that Mike Campbell from Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers talked about how F-sharp minor is such a great guitar key. And I thought, well, if I ever get to jam with Mike Campbell, I want to have a song in F-sharp minor, so I better write one. So that's what I started doing. And I started seeing this guy in my head hanging out at a bar. And I'm like, I know that guy. And this guy was heartbroken, and he's drinking. And I've walked a mile in his shoes too. But this guy, he's listening to the jukebox, feeding it $10 bills. And I'm thinking to myself, if I were this guy in this song, at that bar, listening to that jukebox, what would I want to hear right now? Name of this song? It's Bobby Charles on the jukebox. Dancing alone, $10 in the jukebox. I won't go home till my last song plays. Dancing alone, must be a Friday night, must be the only joint in town with Bobby Charles on the jukebox. Maker's Mark or Baker 7, you could have anything you want. I want bourbon on the rocks and Bobby Charles on the jukebox. It's been a year since I've been with anyone. It's been 1,000 tears ago since she and I were one. It's been a lot to think about, more than enough to drink about. I try not to think out loud about it, but actions are louder than Bobby Charles on the jukebox. Maker's Mark or Baker 7, you could have anything you want. I want bourbon on the rocks and Bobby Charles on the jukebox. They say, give it time. They say, give it space. I say, give it a rest. I've had it to hear with cliches. I've had to hear everyone's advice. Now I just want to hear the sound of bourbon being poured over ice with Bobby Charles on the jukebox. Drink Maker's Mark or Baker 7, you could have anything you want. I wanna hear Bobby Charles on the jukebox. Drink Maker's Mark or Baker 7, you could have anything you want. I want bourbon on the rocks and Bobby Charles on the jukebox. Bobby Charles on the jukebox from Maybe the Ocean. I've got to hear two people covering that song. My friend Melanie Brule did a version of it one night when she played in Somerville. I got to hear her do that at the Burn in the back room. And Corin Raymond sings that song. I've heard him do it up there at the Cameron House in Toronto, Canada. Oh my gosh, does such a good job of it too. I hope I get to hear them singing it again sometime. Whenever that may be, probably when there's a vaccine. Where'd I put my water? Water, keeping mankind hydrated since the dawn of time. Let's see here. I don't know who's out there. Don Richards, are you in the house right now? I would hate to play your request if you're not out there listening to it. Or Candy, are you still out there? I got a song on here for Candy. I want to know who's out there. I got a couple of requests here that I haven't played yet, but I don't want to play Helen Rose if Candy's not out there by special request, you know. Please let me know. I'll watch. I'll watch for a I'm here. Amber, you're still out there, right? I got yours on here. Played that one. Wow, I've played almost all these. We're doing it. No whiskey. Not Don, I drank so much whiskey last night. I drank enough whiskey for the week last night. I actually passed out on the futon. Not my favorite thing to do. And I'm not proud to tell you that I passed out on the futon last night. But I did. Had a couple of friends over. We did the socially distanced hanging out. Backyard, on the porch, 6 feet away, hanging out. Hadn't seen friends in a while. We were socially distant from one another. But I was physically very close to the bottle of bourbon. And I drank a lot of it. And I forgot to drink water last night. And I woke up moving kind of slow today. I was moving real slow earlier in the day. So I figured just straight water tonight be a good idea. All right, since Don didn't respond to my shout out and neither did Candy, but we got Amber there, I'm going to play the song Amber requested. I don't know if you got to hear the minor key version of Kale Store earlier. Sounds sort of like a klezmer meets Tom Waits version of the song somehow. I don't know. But I'm going to give this one a go by AC/DC. Also findable on Maybe the Ocean. If you buy it, it's a secret track. Guy named Jim Fitting, who's in a band called Session Americana, plays an amazing harmonica solo on the recording of this. The dude is so good. Living easy, living free. Season ticket on a one-way ride. Asking nothing, leave me be. Nobody gonna break my stride. Don't need reason, don't need rhyme. Ain't nothing I would rather do. Going down, party time. My friends will be in the comments too. On the highway to hell, highway to hell, highway to hell. Highway to hell. No stop signs, speed limits. Nobody gonna slow me down. Like a wheel, gonna spin it. Nobody gonna mess me around. Hey Satan, I've paid my dues, playing in a rockin' band. Hey mama, look at me. I'm on my way to the promised land. I'm on the highway to hell. Highway to hell. Highway to hell. Highway to hell. All together now. I'm on the highway to hell. 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 And I'm going down on the highway to hell. There you go, by request for Amber. You know, friends, I neglected to play something way long ago. I don't know if Lane is still out there, but you hit me with a comment on Twitter, and you sang a bar of the song, and I want to play it for you. I got another friend out there that I know will enjoy this song that Gary P. Nunn wrote. I hope y'all are still listening. This is definitely a sing-along. I don't know the official state song of Texas, but I'm very familiar with the unofficial state song of Texas. Sing along if you know it. When you're down on your luck and you ain't got a buck, in London you're a goner. Even London Bridge is falling down and moved to Arizona. Now I know why. And I'll substantiate the rumor that the English sense of humor is drier than Texas sand. Well, you can bet your boot, or you can put up your dukes, but I'm leaving just as fast as I can. I wanna go home with the armadillo. Good country music from Amarillo and Abilene. The friendliest people and the prettiest women you've ever seen. Well, it's cold over there, and I swear I wish they'd turn the heat on. And where in the world is that English girl I promised I would meet on the 3rd floor? And of the whole damn lot, the only friend I got is a smoke and a cheap guitar. My mind keeps roaming, my heart keeps longing to be home in a Texas bar. I wanna go home with the armadillo. All together now, good country music from Amarillo and Abilene. The friendliest people and the prettiest women you've ever seen. Well, I decided that I'd get my cowboy hat and move off to Marble Arch Station. 'Cause when a Texan fancies, he'll take his chances. Chances will be taken, that's for sure. And them limey eyes, they's eyeing a prize some people call manly footwear. They said you're from down south when you open your mouth. You always seem to put your foot there. I wanna go home with the armadillo. Good country music from Amarillo and Abilene. The friendliest people and the prettiest women you've ever seen. Hey, I wanna go home with the armadillo. Good country music from Amarillo and Abilene. The friendliest people and the prettiest women you've ever seen. Oh, wait. All right. Well, anyway, moving right along. Jessica, still waiting on 2 Degrees in Buffalo. I'll play it. You know, it was a guy named Don that requested it, and I wanted to make sure he was listening, and he's not out there, but I didn't know other people wanted to hear it. If you want to hear it, I'll play it. All right. I should take a drink of water first, because it's a long song. Gotta hydrate. I wish I had told myself that last night. Why did the chicken cross the road? It's 2 degrees in Buffalo. Snow is coming down. It's whiteness blankets everything around. Drifts that measure 6 and 7 feet above the ground. Plows will run all night to move the snow. It's only 2 degrees in Buffalo. Cold, dry wind, a storm is coming over water that is warmer. Weathermen do what they can to warn of a northbound pressure system and another coming down from Canada over Erie and Ontario. It's only 2 degrees in Buffalo. The city's getting older, all the youth is moving out, some as soon as they can leave their parents' house. They'll graduate from a college there and get hired for a job down south, where the coolest thing they'll hear is on the radio. They earned their 2 degrees in Buffalo. West Saturday morning at the Broadway market, say dzień dobry, pani matka. Buy a beef on weck or get a pound of Saileen's dogs. You can walk the Elmwood Strip and shop. Take your children to Albright Knox, or maybe out to see Niagara Falls. And if they act up, just remind them of Father Baker's halls. Anywhere you travel, folks have heard of Buffalo. The chicken wings, the sports teams, and the snow. No one talks about for these are things that so few seem to know. Oh, so few seem to know of the inventions, exhibitions, contributions to a nation growing strong, a stop along the Underground Railroad, where presidents have lived and died while industry and art grew side by side. But heydays come and heydays go, and they have happened to a degree in Buffalo. At the turn of the 20th century, the city of light had jobs aplenty. Immigrants from Europe made their homes in the parks of Frederick Law Olmsted. You could read from a paper Mark Twain had started before the St. Lawrence Seaway came along. And the Erie Canal was more than just a folk song. Now at 3 a.m., if I want a drink, go down into Allentown. There's a bar there. We call it the Old Pink. see if any of my old friends are still hanging around. They claim that in this nation there are 6 degrees of separation, and I have heard the same is true with this whole wide world around. But in the city of good neighbors, man, it's more like a small town. It's only 2 degrees in Buffalo, and anywhere you go, you're bound to see somebody that you know. I was born in Sisters Hospital, I'm proud to call it home. And anywhere the buffalo may roam, from down there in Atlanta, Georgia, all the way out to the plains of Colorado. We talk of friends and memories of home. Sing it with me now. It's only 2 degrees in Buffalo. All together now. It's only 2 degrees in Buffalo. Thank you. Come on. Stop. Thank you so much. That was, wow, the response. That's why I'm doing it, friends, for the love. Thanks so much for hanging out with me here on the mighty live stream event, the 3rd Thursday of the month, all together now. We've had a whole list of songs that have made it through. There's only one of them on there that I haven't played yet, and I think I might skip it just because there's this other song that got requested by a text message right before the show, and it's feeling like that would be the better song to play at this hour of the day. And then maybe I'll play something that I've been playing around the house the past week. But Phil, if you're still out there hanging out in the bunker, you're welcome, Jessica. I'm glad you dig that one. If you want to hear a version of it that I did recently, there's an album called By Request Volume 1, available at klyma.bandcamp.com. And Bandcamp, who has been doing this thing called Bandcamp Friday once a month, tomorrow is Juneteenth. Okay? If you didn't know what it was, I bet you've heard about it sometime in the last week or two. Well, Juneteenth is tomorrow, and Bandcamp on Juneteenth is going to waive their revenue share and donate their revenue share to the NAACP. So, if you happen to buy an album or download a song from me tomorrow on Bandcamp, their revenue share is going to be pooled together from all the artists and donated to the NAACP. And there's another thing. On my Bandcamp page, there's a bunch of albums, but there's a single, something called In the Dark. It's this crazy collaboration. You can read the story about it on the Bandcamp page for In the Dark. And all the proceeds from that song are being donated to something called the Boston-Cambridge Musicians Relief Fund. So if you want to get some bang for your donating dollar, tomorrow, go to Bandcamp, download In the Dark for whatever price you want to pay, and know that we'll be helping the Boston-Cambridge Musicians Relief Fund and the NAACP. That's all happening tomorrow on an internet near you. Tonight's been a blast. I love doing this. I see myself continuing to do this regardless of whatever the normal and all that when it gets back to that. You know, I would like to maintain doing these a couple times a month. If that seems to be the common consensus, is to do them a couple times a month rather than every week. I'm still in my mind contemplating the idea of every week. I'm not saying yes or no to either way. I'm just like based on what I hear. Phil, you're here. Awesome. I'm going to play a song. The final track on Another Man's Treasure is something that I wrote many years before I recorded that album, and I was just waiting for the right album to put it on. And this is the final song on that album. It's called Men in My Family. It's another waltz for all you waltzing fools out there. Everybody help me out. The beginning part goes la 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 like this here. La 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 la. La 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 la. Men in my family give a firm handshake and look you straight in the eye. Some say amen after grace at the table, and when they get drunk, just might sing hallelujah, la 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 la. La 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 la. Men in my family all wear blue collars. They work hard and do a good job. I've got uncles and cousins, there's old ones and youngins, fathers and brothers and brothers-in-law. La 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 la. When I was born, got a name of my own. My father and one of my uncles are juniors. They're set in the ways that have influenced me. Yeah, I've learned from watching the men in my family. La 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 la. All together now. La 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 la. La 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 la. Men in my family by request for Phil tonight, and playing it for anyone who needed to hear it. That's what I'm doing. How did we get to 20-something past 10 o'clock? I thought I was doing this for 2 hours. Who's running this show? Where's the manager? I want to talk to somebody. Wait a minute. Sorry, but just had an episode. Speaking of episodes, the next time I do this will be Tuesday, July the 14th at 9 p.m. Carve it with Sharpie into your cell phone calendar so you don't forget. Tell a friend. Thank you so much for sharing the video and for all the fun comments tonight. Means a lot. If you don't already know, if you haven't heard me give this spiel before, Facebook and YouTube, they really like the comments. It pings things, algorithms, keeps it active in people's feeds. So thank you for making this visible to your friends and other people that might not have known it was going on tonight. I sure wish everybody would invite 5-10 people to watch every time I do a live stream. It's very helpful when we get new people. Have you subscribed to me on YouTube? I'm below 300 subscribers. In order to monetize YouTube, I have to have over 1,000 subscribers. I'm like 710 subscribers away from being able to make money on YouTube. All right. So it's like, if you haven't subscribed to me on YouTube, if you've got an account or if you want to start one, please subscribe to me. It'd be great to get over the 300 mark and stare down the another 700 subscribers on that platform. Let's see. Since I'm already going long here, I may as well go even longer. Play you one more, which is more like, 7 more. Gonna try to play this thing. I'm gonna time myself. That's what I want to do real quick. I want to time myself. So let's see. How do I do that? Got to use technology. Going to turn on the clock. Going to put on the timer. Yep. I'm going to set it for that much time. Oh, I screwed up. How did I screw up so handsomely? There we go. Come on now. Jesus. 0, 0, 0. Why is it doing this? It's not acting right. It's behaving poorly. like I do sometimes. Man, oh man. All right. So, I was playing my song Reminder the other day, and then I realized that I sometimes play it into Bastille Day. Do a song in French. Oh, Lane, I wish I could. I would love to be able to speak multiple languages. I cannot sing a song in French. Maybe I can watch Casablanca a few times and learn the French national anthem. Did you hear London Homesick Blues? Were you around for the Home with the Armadillo? Did you catch that? I hope you did. Friends and neighbors, I have a blast doing live streams. I've heard some people talk about how they hate doing them. I love doing them. I love this. I can't even tell you all the reasons why I love it, but I have fun is the most important one. So thank you for being here. Thanks for the tips tonight. 25% of that is going to benefit Miranda's Hearth. Talked about that throughout the show tonight. I hope when I look at the numbers later on that I can send them a big old donation. That would be great. Tomorrow, you want to check out the Bandcamp. And there are a bunch of artists on there. You don't have to buy my stuff. I'm telling you, Bandcamp tomorrow is going to donate their revenue share to the NAACP. So if there's an artist on Bandcamp that, other than myself, and you're like, oh, wow, I've been waiting to buy that person's album, tomorrow would be a great day to make that purchase. And, okay. There's always a chance that I'll pop up impromptu style and do another live stream for 15 minutes or a half hour or something sometime between now and Bastille Day, which I think is also Woody Guthrie's birthday. Holy crap. That's right. I might have to get learned on a couple of Woody Guthrie songs before the next live stream. Man, the stuff that pops into my head sometimes. All right. Well, anyway, I'm gonna play a few songs all strung together here, and if I do it right, this ought to last about 8 minutes and 46 seconds. How many roads must a man walk down before you call him a man? How many seas must the white dove sail before she can sleep in the sand? How many times must the cannonballs fly before they are forever banned? There are 6,999,999,999 other people who had a day today. There are 6,999,999,999 other people just trying to make their way. Maybe I could be a little kinder, and maybe I just needed a reminder. 6,999,999,999 999,999,999 other people just getting through their days. Peace and love are not enough. The world is so demanding. Each of us could use just a little understanding. As I walk through this wicked world, searching for light in the darkness of insanity, I ask myself, is all hope lost? Is there only pain and hatred and misery? And each time I feel like this inside, there's one thing I wanna know. What's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? Oh, what's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? Oh, what's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? There are 6,999,999,999 other people who could use a little grace. There are 6,999,999,999 other people, and you don't know what they face. And we all want things to get better, 'cause we're all in this together. 6,999,999,999 other people had a date today. And I won't back down. No, I won't back down. You can stand me up at the gates of hell, but I won't back down. And I'll stand my ground, won't be turned around. And I'll keep this world from dragging me down. Gonna stand my ground, and I won't back down. Hey, baby, there ain't no easy way out. Hey, I will stand my ground, and I won't back down. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream water. This land was made for you and me. As I went walking the ribbon of highway, I saw above me that endless skyway. I saw below me a golden valley. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. So I went walking, I saw a sign there, and on the sign it said, no trespassing. But on the other side, didn't say nothing. That sign was made for you and me. In the squares of our city, in the shadow of a steeple, by the relief office, I see my people. And as they stood there hungry, I stood there asking, is this land made for you and me? This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. Yes, there are 6,999,999,999 other people. 6,999,999,999 other people had a day today. Peace, friends. Stick around for a couple of minutes and I'll join you in a little chat. How we all doing out there? Can't thank you enough. I've been trying to keep track of comments all night long, and it's been so awesome. Had Elaine's kitchen once again with big help from Aaron Sugar, editing everything together, and I finally feel like I got some good feedback on all the sound from everybody. All these past 2 months now of doing this stuff, I feel like the sound was pretty dialed in tonight. So, woohoo for progress. I hope you like that medley I just played. I keep thinking that maybe I ought to do that in a different setting and post that on YouTube or Facebook or whatever. Maybe I need a Vimeo account. And wow, bravo. Thank you, Miles. How's everybody doing out there? What's the mental health check-in? Are we all feeling strong? Everybody taking care of themselves? I sure do hope so. At some point, we'll all be able to get together again, and I'd like to think that you're all going to be very healthy and strong when that day comes. I'm looking forward to getting hugs eventually. It's got to happen sometime soon. Thank you, Elaine. It felt like a fantastic night. I went a little long. There was one song I didn't play from the request list tonight. I checked in to see if Candy was still out there, and she didn't reply, so I didn't get around to playing Helen Rose tonight. But I got to all the other requests, and a few that I didn't actually get written down on a piece of paper were in there too. Last day of school. I'm not sure what that's a reference to. Is that tonight? Is tonight the last night of school? I haven't been in school in so long. I forgot. Are you talking about a school of fish? What does that mean? Last day of the school of fish. I'll even ask it in the comment. Of fish. Did I spell it right? There. Aren't I funny? I put the request list out on Facebook, generally speaking, like a few days before the show, just to up, down, rinse, repeat. Yeah, I get that. thank you very much. I've been digging the stash. Although, craziness. Okay, I don't always wax it, you know. I don't always put the gunk in there and do the whole thing. I dress up for you. I feel like when you're doing this kind of thing, you got to treat it like it's a show. And I want to like dress up and wear this. I've told you all about these Frank shirts before, so you understand already why that's important to me. And to me, wearing a bowling shirt on this particular kind is dressing up. But hey, John, you caught that. Awesome. Thank you. Did you hear all the other bridges? John, I played it for you. I screwed up the looper thing a little bit, but I played it. I was about to say something and I lost. Oh, the mustache. So, I don't know what I'm doing in my sleep, but something's happening in my sleep because every day when I wake up, this side of my face is fine. Gravity is working. Mustache hairs fall down, like, you know, gravitational pull down. But on this side of my face, there's always one or two that are like that. And then I can see it in my vision. Like I got not the best vision. I'm wearing progressive lenses. And what the mustache hair popping up in that part of it drives me nuts. Is that TMI? Am I sharing too much? It is the end of the show. You never know what we'll get talking about. I hope there were some new folks out there tonight. Awesome. Glad that you heard that. I hope there were some new folks out there tonight. I never know I never know when we got new friends unless you chime in and let me know. I'm trying to get my YouTube subscribers up. I'm trying to get more likes on Facebook. All the things you need to do these days anyway. And yeah, if you haven't subscribed to me on YouTube yet, please do. If you're not on my email list and you want the inside scoop on stuff like when the request list is going to be out and, you know, just like friendly reminders about when shows are happening, please send me an email, greg@klyma.com, and say, hey, please put me on your mailing list, and I will add you to my mailing list. If you let me know what part of the country you're in, I'll add a little tag in my notes so that if I had something happening in your part of the country, I could send you a regional specific note. Applying to Greg Klyma. Last day of teaching school for you. All right, cool. How has that been, teaching online? I imagine it can be challenging, but also kind of fun. Like, I know that I've been enjoying this, so I would wonder, do you enjoy teaching online, or is it really difficult to not be able to, I don't know, read the same page and flip through a book with somebody or just show them, like, I don't know. What's teaching like online? I imagine it presents its own bunch of challenges, and you gotta hope that Zoom or Skype is working properly that day. We should do a chat room watch party for the. Oh boy, now that's a great idea. I wonder how that works. Good night, Elaine. Thanks for hanging tough. Thank you so much for doing the kitchen segment. It was so fun, and I hope you dug Saddest Way, beautiful in the saddest way. Thank you for that wonderful request. It's been a while since I got asked to play that one. That's a song that I play for myself around the house all the time. I'll just it's fun to play. It's a fun song to play on guitar. It's a workout too. There's a couple of like bar chord things in that song that are they're tricky. I don't know how I came up with them, to tell you the truth, because they're tricky. I think I was probably challenging myself and then tripped on it, and it was like, wow, this is a pretty cool chord progression, you know? Oh, yeah, I get that. More internet for everybody. We should just be providing it. There's got to be some sort of social program that would make sure everybody that needs internet has internet, you know, especially if everybody's home trying to get their learning done online. I would think that that's just the humane thing, is make sure they all have internet, for crying out loud. I will always vote for humanity, the humane way. For me, a lot of the stuff that gets talked about is like morality versus immorality. Everybody's constantly trying to do the divide and conquer conversation, and it's this side's blue and that side's red, and I'm liberal and you're conservative, and this person's Republican and that one's Democrat, and it's like, okay, that's great for putting it on your, you know, license plate or something, but like, you know, morality versus immorality, I think is more the topic of conversation I want. Get internet for these kids that need internet so they can learn during the pandemic. Jeez, why is that even a question? I wonder. Something bit me on my ankle. Suddenly got itchy going on. Looks like it could have been a spider. Who let a spider in here? Not me. I've let the ants in here. I'm no Buddhist, but lately, got some ants walking around, and I try to pick them up and take them back outside, or just let them crawl around on the cupboard and be like, to hell with it. Moths, on the other hand, got no tolerance for moths. I'll let the spiders hang. I'm leaving the ants alone. The flies, they might get under my, they might get on my nerves. Ants, been leaving my, I'm no Buddhist, but the ants and the spiders got a pass for me right now. I'm letting them get away with crazy stuff. It was that dead bug. Jim, you might be right. It might have been a creepy dead bug. Not gonna happen. Oh, man. Whew. I think tonight I'm going to drink some more water. Might put a little whiskey in it, though, now that I've made it through the big show. I played longer than I said I would. I said that I was going to play for 2 hours, and I think I played for 2.5 or more. So definitely got your money's worth tonight. Holy moly. It was fun. I love doing the live streaming thing. I think my personality is omnivert. You hear introvert, you hear extrovert. I think I have an extroverted side, but I also have this just need to hang out at home and, just introvert, recharge my batteries. And this format allows me to be both of those things. I can be extroverted in this way, but I'm home by myself. And no drunk people have walked up to me and requested stuff in my ear while I'm playing a song. That happens when you play bars. When you're playing in a bar, you're standing there, and this person who's used to their phone or feeding a jukebox will just come up to you and start talking in your ear while you're playing a song. They'll have a conversation and make requests, and you're like, I'm doing this other thing right now. So I kind of enjoy the fact that I can play songs for you without somebody approaching me and getting in my space, and it's a threatening kind of feeling too, So is the term ambivert? I thought it was omnivert. See, I learn all the time, and you're a teacher. This is perfect, Don. You taught me. This is homeschooling. I friggin' love learning stuff. Ambivert. Okay, that's good to know. I knew there had to be a term for it. I just didn't look it up. Everybody's always saying to me, just Google it. Look it up on Google. Look it up on YouTube. I'm like, I'll just say whatever I say until a friend puts me right. I'm an ignorant guy. I know there's a lot of people in this world who are afraid of their own ignorance. I think ignorance is a beautiful thing, especially if you got it and you're willing to change it. There's a ton of shit I don't know anything about. You know about something you can teach me? Boy, oh boy, we're going to have a good hang because I want to find stuff out. I like learning stuff, and then I'm a little less ignorant. I'm never going to know all the stuff I need to know. I wish I could read more books. I've been trying to read. I'm reading a novel right now called Underworld by Don DeLillo, and it's 800 and something pages long, and I'm like, I still got 150 pages to go. I've been reading it for 2 months. It's a good book. I'm enjoying it. It's just a lot to read, and it's taking me a long time to get through that book. I wish I could read a bunch of history books right now. I want to know more stuff, and I want to study up on stuff, and it's just I don't know, it takes me an hour to read through 10 pages. I'm serious. It takes me a while to read a book. So, whew. Doing my best. Wow, it's gotten a little bit later. I think I might hang out with here for just a couple of more minutes, and then I think it'll be time for me to power everything down and power myself down, get into a decompress mode. And I hope that the sound was good all night long. I changed a couple of things from previous live streams. I was told, hey, Sound got a little wonky. So I've got Ethernet plugged in right now. I didn't run an animated banner that I'd been using, making a couple of adjustments, and nobody that I saw, nobody said anything in the comments about sound being wonky. I'm the musician, but y'all are the sound person. I have read People's History of the United States. Don, that book took me a year to read. I was in Minnesota, of all places. I was in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and the son of a friend of mine had that book. And I said, oh, wow, that looks interesting. I should read that sometime. He said, borrow it. So I borrow it, and I start reading it, and I read it and read it. It took me a year to get all the way through, and I'm so glad I read it. I'd love to read it again, or at least skim through it, bounce around a little bit and check up on certain stuff that goes on in the world or has gone on in the world. Get that Howard Zinn perspective on it. I thought it was pretty worth the time I spent reading it, that's for sure. It's good. It's a good reference book to have around the house. Sound was good, no breaking up at all, smooth all night. That is really good to know. I had a suspicion about an animated thing I was using, and I used it the other day. I did this little impromptu thing, 15, 20 minutes of playing songs. It just bounced on. I'm like, hey, it's Greg. I'm playing you some songs. And a bunch of people were like, hey, your sound is breaking up, And so then I shut off the banner, and everybody was like, oh, the sound is fine. It's great now. Don't change anything. So tonight I didn't use that thing, and I plugged into the Ethernet. So it's good to know that doing these things actually had the result that I was hoping for. Could have been a fluke. Funny thing about technology, it could have just been a fluke. It might have just all worked today, and the next time I do it, it won't work at all. Right on, Linda. Thank you. Yeah, I played for 2.5 hours, so you got bonus songs tonight, Linda. There's a bunch of them in there, and I did a big medley with Reminder at the end of the night, a bunch of other songs. Friends, I love you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thanks for sharing videos. Thanks for inviting your friends to watch these videos. I'm not going to do a ticket wall. I've seen other performers doing this, and maybe I'll change my mind at some point farther down the line, but I'm not doing a ticket wall. If you want to watch this and you can't afford to pay anything, you are welcome to watch this and not pay anything. Your friends are welcome to watch it and not pay anything. If you're feeling comfortable with your finances and throw money at the tip, the Venmo, the PayPal, you want to send me a check by mail, just let me know. But I won't charge just to watch it. If you can afford to throw down, thank you very much. I'm doing this now to pay my rent and buy my groceries and trying to benefit great causes like Miranda's Hearth. I need to figure out what I'm going to do with July 14th. I think that's Tuesday, July 14th is the next time I do this. So I got to come up with a cause. We need to come up with a theme. Got to come up with stuff. There's stuff needs coming up with. Going to get a comeuppance. Oh, wait a minute. Take that last part back. Scratch that from the record. Didn't mean that to... Nah, that's not what I mean. Got to come up with stuff for the next live stream. A theme. Who doesn't love a theme? May I be frank with you? All right, friends. Love you. See you next time. Peace out.